Meng Huo was born in Yizhou, south of the Shu Kingdom. He grew up to be one of the most respected barbarian leaders in the era. He was at the center of a series of rebellions of tribes in Nanzhong. Eventually, they invaded Shu territory in 225, which prompted Zhuge Liang to go on a pacification campaign in the region. When many tribal leaders were killed in the offensive, Meng Huo was placed in charge of the troops. He would go on to challenge Zhuge Liang's army a grand total of 7 times. In his first battle with Zhuge Liang, he was attacked and defeated by Zhao Yun and captured by Wei Yan. Meng Huo claimed trickery, and Zhuge Liang released him to fight another battle.
I've seen your tactics! Next time, I'll defeat you!
In his second battle, Meng Huo fortified his defenses, but his supply route was cut off by Ma Dai, which led to his subordinates betraying him and handing him over to Zhuge Liang. Meng Huo complained again, claiming he did not have a fighting chance, and Zhuge Liang released him.
You haven't beaten me yet!
In his third battle, Meng Huo and his younger brother Meng Huo devised a scheme to lure Zhuge Liang into a trap. However, Zhuge Liang caught on to the fact that it was a trap, and while playing along, captured them both, and then released them.
You again!
In his fourth battle, Meng Huo heard that the Shu army was planning to retreat, so he gathered all of his troops and attacked the Shu camp. But he fell into a pit trap that was laid in the camp, and he was captured again, and Zhuge Liang released him again.
Not so fast! I haven't lost a single battle yet!
In his fifth battle, Meng Huo opts to take the defensive, and utilizes tactics to lure Shu troops into the poisonous marshes of his ally King Duosi. However, Zhuge Liang was able to avoid the poisonous marshes with the aid of some defectors. The Shu forces were able to kill King Duosi and capture Meng Huo once again, and like before, Zhuge Liang released him.
Why? Why can't I win?
In his sixth battle, Meng Huo turned to his ally King Mulu, who had the ability to control wild animals. However, the army of Shu was prepared by employing the use of juggernauts to scare the animals away. King Mulu was killed, and Meng Huo was captured once again, and Zhuge Liang released him once again.
Oh, sorry.
And finally, on his seventh battle, he asked for the help of King Wutuku, who had an army of soldiers with special armor that could not be cut. Zhuge Liang has Wei Yan lure Wutuku's troops into a valley where they were ambushed by a fire attack. Their flammable armor easily caught fire, and Wutuku and his army perished in the flames, and Meng Huo was captured a 7th time. But this time, feeling ashamed of his defeats, he finally surrenders to Zhuge Liang.
I know when I'm beat, so I give up.
Zhuge Liang allows Meng Huo to keep his land with no government oversight. The Meng tribe erected a shrine in Zhuge Liang's honor and swore to never rebel again. Since the Nanzhong rebellions didn't last relatively long, we don't get to see a lot of Meng Huo or the Nanman until the latter chapters of the Three Kingdoms media. The 7 major battles which led to the Great King's capture are usually condensed to one battle, with the Nanman returning for the final offensive against Wei. The Nanman are shown to be savage and in tune with nature, having very tribal decor and access to abnormal resources like elephants and animal soldiers. Meng Huo himself was said to have worn a golden inlaid headdress, a belt with a lion face clasp, and a pair of swords chased with pine amber at his waist. You can tell in earlier games that the design of his costume tried to resemble the description before being refined and perfected in later titles. Meng Huo has a theme of beast and a savage king motif, which is also reflected in the design of his weapon and their names, like the Beast Gauntlet, the Beast Master, the King of Beasts, and the Shadow Master. One of his Muso attacks is also named Beast Master, which shows just how original they are when it comes to naming these. And trust me, the other attack names aren't any better. His secondary weapon, the Pillar, which is subtitled as an object, has combos that feature indigenous plants of the jungle. It also allows him to use attacks such as the Coconutter, the Shroom of Doom, and catch this. After the Southern Campaign, Meng Huo and other tribe leaders were made assistants to the Imperial Counselor and were commanding Shu troops in the Shu Wei front. But that's all we ever heard from Meng Huo, as his existence is dubious at best. But records at least insist on the existence of a great tribe leader who would go on to be part of the Shu cause. And what more could we ask from that?